What's the ducks?
Ish.
What does ish mean?
We lost one.
No, the farming business, eh? What happened to the one?
Better the Ridgeback got it.
Your dog ate it.
Yeah.
We should make some duck soup.
We should.
Listen, so we're going to give this a shot, eh?
Yes. Looking forward to it.
It's been months.
Yeah.
So let's stick it on there and see what happens.
Okay. Let's do it.
Touch and go, yeah. Anyway, let's go. Maybe a little, yeah, it's probably good, eh? Well, it's kind of lined up, so you got to watch the engine, yeah? Shall I lower? And then we see what happens.
I think I'll lower it, but I don't want to be responsible.
Ah, boy. Right, let's go. Have a look, see on the front what's going on. It looks to me like we have to move the body over a little bit. Yeah, just a wee bit. Yeah. Just hold the body so that it doesn't swing.
What are we touching?
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, rather come hold it in the back.
Okay.
I'm just going to move the body over that way a wee bit.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? A bit more? What's the tunnel I cut out in the front? You can see that as well.
Yeah, a little bit more. Right.
Right, are we trying again?
I think you're there, yeah.
It's going to tie this off. Right. In fact, let me bring this chain this side. Then I can see better. Yeah. Okay, here goes.
We're on the exhaust at the back.
I need to go forward, eh?
We're on the exhaust at the back.
Are you serious? Oh. I think we've got a problem, young man.
Ish.
Ish.
Oh dear. What are we going to do now?
Think. Yeah, I need to go forward. Maybe an inch. Eh? Oh, no, I don't need to go forward anymore. What did you do?
Right, I just lifted it back up. But it comes back now. Yeah, it's close, eh?
Damn. Let me show you the problem.
This beam.
Yeah?
Is it structural?
Well, in the end, it's just keeping these two pieces together now. It's not structural much anymore. But yeah, I mean, can you see the problem? Motor clearance, no problem. But the bloody 4-in-1 exhaust is catching right there. And it's just basically that much.
Yeah.
And like an inch.
Yeah. And how far are we from on the chassis?
The front is looking good.
Okay.
And we haven't scratched anything much here. Except you did make my air filter top a bit dirty.
Did I?
Yes, but who am I to talk? Yeah, so a little Renault body is basically where it has to be in a fore and aft position. So right there, we're fouling here, and we still need to go down some. How much more down do we have to go?
Quite a bit actually.
About, yeah, quite a bit actually. Eh? It would seem to me, young man,
Yes.
that we would have to take it off again. And I need to haul out the
Grinder.
cutting torch,
Oh right.
flame axe, plasma cutter, whatever. Yeah, something,
That's a double beam, mate.
something.
Oh, that's a pity.
Well, let's haul it. Okay, let me just.
I don't think so. No, 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 no. I don't think so. No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen.
So, do you know what I'm thinking?
Tell me.
I'm thinking coffee is a good call at this stage of the game.
Yes,
And then we can consider our options
you can deliberate.
and deliberate and contemplate matters of great consequence.
Yes.
Chop chop then.
Hurry up.
Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
Cheers.
So listen, the way I figure this, there's two things we can do.
Right.
We can change the exhaust,
Yeah.
which sounds very painful
Does.
because you have to build something custom, and I really don't think there's much space to do it in.
Yeah, I suppose it's clearing the motor that much because of heat and.
Yeah, but there's so little space that even if you build a new thing, I don't know, it's a mission, and we don't have the right machines and all the rest of it. So stuff that idea. I'm thinking just
Cut
do
it.
some surgery here.
Yes.
Just cut here.
Yeah.
We cut and we see what happens.
We cut and then we just make new if we need to.
We
later.
cut and see what happens.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think that's the simplest. Eh?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not structural, right?
No, it's got this sort of integrated double skin beam business in there, but yeah, it's not really structural anymore because what does this do now? It doesn't hold the engine or anything. It basically just ties the two mudguards or fenders together.
That's right.
And we can always weld something in there
Yeah. Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, you got your fancy bumper thingies. I'm thinking maybe you want to put a bit of a bumper on the back here to protect the exhaust from.
Yeah, well, we've got the T-bars in the front, so I don't really want to do a bumper.
Oh, right.
So I don't know. We'll see how it works
We'll
out.
see. Chop, chop, let's cut.
You're gonna have to take the body off again then
Okay,
to do some surgery there.
that's fine.
All right. Okay. Let's do it.
Oh, cheers.
So here on the inside there's like a integrated beam double skin business here. So I'm thinking we cut through here, that, and then all along here. And we can remove this whole business. Something like that, for a start. Right, up she goes.
Alrighty.
Just watch the front that there's not something catching. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna hold it here.
Okay, here goes. Well done, sir.
What have I done?
Oh, we won't miss that part, eh? Okay, ready?
Right, let's try again. A little bit more. More. Okay, that's good for now. Okay, coolio. So now the body's in place.
Yes.
Engine's in place, it's all fitted, the body's sitting where it should sit. So let me just show you the cutout here in the back now. Right, you can see, so we had to cut all of this out here to provide clearance for our exhaust. So yeah, I suppose at some point we're going to think about building something new here, to cover it up or something.
Yes, putting a plate in.
Yeah, piece of plate or something. We still need to make a decision about what's going to happen here. But at least this thing's fitted. It's sitting where it should sit. However, we have a problem.
Small one.
Small one.
Luckily. Alright, you can see it from that line.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you can also go press there.
Yeah, I can stand on it.
Or just sit on it. If you sit on it, just with your ass. Because if you stand on it, it lifts. So before, let's just put a clamp on the front.
Yes.
So that it doesn't lift.
Okay.
You can just stick a bolt in there. And then the mic batteries died and we couldn't fire the sound man because we don't have one. So this is a voiceover. We were discussing the amount of negative camber and we feel that by the time all the body weight like doors, panels, glass, fuel and driver is added, we will end up with too much negative camber. So we think it's a good idea to adjust it now. I mean, it is doable with the body in place, but it's gonna be a little bit of a fight here with this plate to get it off and move things around. So what the hell, while we still got the body in a hoistable position or manner or whatever,
yeah,
and we still got to take it up anyway, let's just whip the body off quickly again, sort this out, and then we...
In theory, this should be the last time we should touch that part of it, right?
I really do hope so. I also hope it's the last time we lift the body off. Oh, and just so much easier to do this with the body off, eh?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so let's take that wheel off and adjust these rear swing plates.
For the last time, let's hold thumbs.
Right, so I'm taking off these cover plates and Wayne is undoing the bolts on the swing plate.
Team effort.
Team effort. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Aha.
That's what they say.
Oh, it does certainly make it a lot easier, right? Oh, more efficient, more effective.
Only if you can work with your team.
That's true.
But luckily we've come a long way, so I can eat your shit and you can eat my shit and there's no problems.
Yeah. Oh,
We just laugh it off.
That's it.
Right, so this should come off.
Yeah, stop it.
There you go.
Yeah. And then
Careful.
we want to put this on, wait, let me get the crate and we can put it on the crate so we don't have any damage. Oh yeah, that's
about handbrake cable's a bit of a problem now, isn't it?
Oh, it is. But it's fine, let's leave it here, it's alright.
Right, so this is definitely not a how-to video on how to adjust your rear swing plates. There must be lots of videos on YouTube about that. But what I've done here is I've made a reference mark down there so that I can know where it was or currently still is. Plan is to pull it out and move it down one spline on the outside Because inside and outside splines are actually different, eh?
That's right.
Yep, I did a video about that some time ago.
Yes.
Put a link here on the screen if you want to go check it out.
That's it. Wasn't that the front suspension though?
No, I did one on the rear swing plates as well,
Okay.
to basically explain the differences between the inside splines and the outside splines.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm just going to pull this off now. See, now it's pulling on the inside.
And then you need to tap the shaft.
Yeah, so I don't want to pull the inside out, so I'm going to tap the shaft here so I can pull this off. So like I said, we didn't bother to show you the whole process of setting these back plates. There's enough videos about it, but we've done it.
Yes.
One spline down,
That's it.
so we hope that's going to be good. Now we didn't have any marks on our spring plates to know, I mean those holes are slotted, right?
Correct. You've got about a 10 mil.
Yeah, it can move quite a bit, and there was no reference mark. So what we're doing now, and I think you might find this interesting, is we're going to make sure that the back wheels are equally, how can I put this? Spaced. That the back axle is essentially parallel to the front axle. I might do a picture just now or a drawing.
Yes.
So we're going to measure from the back axle on this side to the front axle on this side, same on that side, and make sure those two distances are the same.
That's right.
So we can mess around and move that side axle a little bit until we get the two exactly the same. And then we know that the front axle and the back axle is parallel to each other.
Correct.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've just used a piece of angle bar here.
Yeah, a solid bar. So
Yeah.
you can have a correct, a genuine reference.
Yeah, and you've got it resting against the back axle.
Correct. The shaft, the side shaft.
I've clamped on a sharpened piece here so that I can reference it right here on the front wheel drum. So I think we've got some good reference points.
That's it.
So we can measure this one. Well, we actually did it already. We measured that one, and they are now exactly the same. So now we created reference marks on the spring plate
Yes. For in future.
for future. We don't know yet if there's toe in or toe out. So we might mess around with that still a little bit down the line.
Yeah.
But at least now we've got a reference point and we know that these axles are parallel to each other.
Correct.
The back might be sitting in though, or out there.
Might.
Was the swing axle, remember?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
we can check that later.
Yeah.
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 But at least if they sit in, or out, or forward, or backwards is actually the better word.
Yeah.
It's the same amount.
Correct.
So I figured a little CAD exercise would explain it a lot better than all my mumbling. So here it is. Here we've got the front axle of our little Beetle. That silver thing represents our gearbox, transmission. Here's our back wheel. And we've got our swing axle suspension. So now the wheels can move in those slots on the swing plates. And we did not have any reference marks, so it was very possible that our wheels could have been sitting something like this. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you get the idea. So what we did was, we moved this one as far back in the slots as we could. We made a reference mark there, with the grinder blade. Then we measured this distance, and we did exactly the same on that side, so that now it is symmetrical. So, okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit again, but we more than likely have some toe out at the moment. But remember, we've got reference marks at the moment. So down the line, if you want to set the toe out, we can just undo our bolts a little bit, slide it in the slotted holes until we are happy. We've got our reference marks to work from, so we can do the same each side, and then we can set it up as we want. But at least for now we know that this distance and this distance is the same on both sides. I hope that all makes sense. Well, we are really hopeful that this is going to be the last time we get the body on. So, so while Wayne is fitting the wheels, I'm just checking and going through all the bolts. While it's still easy to get them, to them and make sure that everything is nice and tight.
Yes.
So yeah, I think we've pretty much checked everything now. Checked the brake lines.
The only other thing I now wonder about is how accessible is the starter motor?
Actually quite accessible, because in the back of the body comes like this, and there's actually an opening there, so you can access it from inside the car once the body is on.
Awesome.
How cool is that?
Engineers, eh? Very good.
Engineers. Wonder where the engineer was.
Right. Okay, this wheel is fast. I can put this wheel on, eh?
Yes. And you've done the spring plate bolts, eh?
Yes.
Lekker.
Yes. That's so.
And we've got a nice new reference marks here. Cool. Right. Hopefully the last time. Let's go. Check the front by the steering box.
Good job. Fine.
Okay. I think we're there. Right, so now we have a little positive camber, which you can see if you compare the back wheel to the front wheel over there. So I'm hoping now that by the time we've added all the body weight, you know, the fenders and the doors and the glass and fuel and drivers and passengers and all of that stuff, yeah, by the time we've added that, I'm hoping that we will end up with at least neutral camber here, preferably slightly negative, because I think it just looks cool. But I guess I also need to be realistic. Can't have too much negative camber and have the car sitting too low, because at the end of the day, the swimmer has to drive the car and negotiate all our bumpy dirt roads to get from the farm to the tar road that leads to town. So we'll see how it turns out. If need be, I can always adjust this down the line. But I'm happy, man. Finally, the 59 Renault body is married to that shortened Beetle floor pan, and we've got something resembling a little noddy car. So next for me is to install floors and fit fenders and doors, and yeah, do the wiring. We got to install glass, upholstery, seats. There's still actually quite a lot to do, but we are making progress now. So yeah, Wayne has disappeared to go and play with his remaining ducks. Yes, he needs to get his ducks in a row. I think we should call him the duck foot mechanic now. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. I will see you in the next video. So as always, until then, have a lucky one, my brothers and sisters. Party's on! Hey! Whoop, whoop, whoop.